Hey, Kathy B. Hey, Kathy B. How are you, Queen? How are you? Yes, I'm doing better. My tooth is better. Remember, I went to the dentist? Oh, hi, babe. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Brooklyn Squad. Brooklyn Squad real life drama, but Brooklyn Squad real life crimes. And today we have a case that is very bizarre that I haven't done a case like this before. And we have a missing mother and daughter. We have a mother and daughter that is missing. I've never done a case where we have a mother and daughter missing before. So I was like, oh, wow, this is very interesting. And once you hear a little bit about this case, I think you will find this very bizarre as well. Now, mother and daughter was missing. Hey, Dr. RBH, hello. Before we get into this case, I just want to say one thing that I do for those that are going to come in, because I have a lot of new subscribers. I spread awareness on this channel for the family members to know that we have not forgotten about your loved ones. We will not forget about the loved ones. And I want to spread awareness on this channel so that it gets out there, because a lot of times on the media, on the news site, they don't cover it. So that's what my platform is for. And if I can help in any way, please DM me, Facebook me, Instagram me. I will share your story on my platform. But that's what I do on my platform, because I have a lot of new subscribers. And I also do reaction videos on crime as well. Okay, and that's what we're going to get into today. But we do have a mother and daughter that is missing since 2017. Okay, mother and daughter, guys. Wow. All right. Um, Let me just go back a little bit. Now it's weird because they both went missing the same day, different times, and they're from Baltimore. All right, they're from Baltimore. The daughter, Joanna, is the mother, okay? Joanna is the mother, and Joanna has six other children between the ages of 2 and 10. So she not only has, hey, Onyx Fox, yes, yes, a cold case, 2017. Oh, man. Oh, this is weird, and I can't wait to get into it, because I'm just hearing about this a few minutes ago, and I'm like, I gotta bring this to you guys. There's no wait on this. I'm bringing it now. You know. Okay, so they went missing February 4th, 2017, between 2:30 and 3 o'clock on a Saturday. Okay. The daughter was seen babysitting her other six siblings at home. Okay. So she was babysitting her other six siblings at home of her last allegedly. I have my disclaimer up, allegedly. And allegedly the boyfriend or the ex-boyfriend, which is the children's father, comes by, and then she decides to take a walk. Now, Dennis is his name. He came by the house. According to Dennis, the daughter decided she was going to take a walk. Now, that's his words. But she ain't been seen since. Okay? She hasn't been seen since. Now, I don't know what happened with the ex-boyfriend. Like I said, I'm just now seeing this a few minutes ago. It alarmed me, and I was like, oh, I wanted to go over it with you guys and do a reaction video with you. Okay? That's convinced to Dennis. Right, exactly, Arctic Fox. Exactly. Okay? Now, the mother, who her name is Joanna, she was last heard from her best friend Jessica. Okay. Now, when they went missing on the 4th, they wasn't reported missing until the 7th. And that was from a family member. So they went missing on the 4th, but they didn't report them until the 7th. I don't know. Allegedly. Okay. Now, allegedly, the mother had a date that day. And she told her friend, instead of you picking me up from my date, I'll just take the bus back home. She ain't been seen since either. But we're going to get into this reaction video because I want to see what we all going to take a look. Because like I said, I'm seeing this for the first time. I thought it was interesting when I said mother and daughter, same date, different time. Boyfriend saying he comes to see the daughter at the house with his other kids, and now she just decides to disappear. And remind you, the daughter's 15 years old. The mother is in her 30s, right? We know 15 years old, they always on social media. Her social media used to be popping. It ain't been popping since she's been missing. It's been silent. Okay? So we're gonna just see. When you come in, please hit the like button so that this video gets out there where other content creators that does crime, like myself, Arctic Fox, he does true crime. Other content creators on Unsolved, he does true crime. Juju does true crime. A lot of other people that does true crime, Black and Missing, maybe whoever does true crime, they might want to see this and say, you know what, let me cover this story too because they're still missing. So it's very important to hit the like button so that these cases and these families, let these cases get out there. Y'all, come on, you know what I mean? Let these cases get out there. And I also believe Dr. RBA, she does crime too sometimes on her channel too, you know what I mean? So yeah, let these cases get out there. So I want to share this with you guys because I was like, oh baby, wait a minute, I'm not liking the way this is sounding at all.
A desperate search is underway to find missing Baltimore mother Joanna Clark and one of her 7 children.
It's been hell. The what ifs, the not knowing. If they are out there, what's happening to them.
They went missing at different times of the day, and investigators think they vanished without a trace.
Officers searched an area near the Middle Branch Marina in South Baltimore.
Both Joanna and Sharice had strong ties to the Westport community.
They're just good people. There was no reason for them to do it, to disappear.
This is no coincidence that both of them went missing the same day.
He was the last to see them alive. I don't know what to say about this.
Is there anything, sir, at all that you would want to say regarding Joanna's disappearance? Do you know anything at all as to what happened to them?
No, I don't. I really don't.
What's your biggest fear with this?
I'll have to face the fact that they're not here.
That's crazy, Annika. That's
Every single
crazy.
4th, I'm here, 2303 Round Road.
On the 4th of every month.
Birthdays, holidays, I'm here.
And you're the
Mother's Day, I was here.
regular doing crime.
Her birthday, I was here.
Jessica Watson heads to South Baltimore to visit the small memorial she dedicates to her best friend, Joanna Clark, and her 15-year-old daughter, Sharice.
You know, just talk to him a little bit.
Both mysteriously vanished on February 4th, 2017.
You know, this is so sad and heartbreaking that you have to come this way and talk to your loved one or your family member through a picture or through a candle or a flower.
She also puts up flyers.
I'm not going to forget her in this building. I do this every month. They take it down and I redo it. It's just to let people know that they are still out there. They have not been found.
33-year-old Joanna lived here with her 7 children and worked at nearby Getz's Candy Company in East Baltimore. What did she do there?
She made cowtails. She ran an assembly line. She was actually feeling great about herself, getting up, going to work every day, you know, going out in the real world. She did everything for her children, everything. She was the sole provider, without a doubt.
Sharice, also known as Reese, is Joanna's oldest child and is described as the typical teenager who loves social media. This was her last public post.
Sharice, she's a lot like Joanna. She loves to smile, make people smile, always clown around. She was a second mother to her siblings.
I must say, she looked damn good for 7 kids, right? She looked really good. She got 7 kids. She looks amazing. And it's a shame that, YouTube don't be pushing videos out. They don't push videos out at all, and that's a shame. Unless there's a bunch of drama and chaos and all that stuff on people's videos, they don't push your videos out. It's a shame. It really is.
But everything changed that Saturday, February 4th.
At 10:02 p.m., Joanna called me, and she said that she was out on a date with a guy she had worked with. She said that she was waiting for a while for a bus. Could I come give her a ride? I told her, sure, not a problem. She called me back and said that the bus had just pulled up, that they were getting on the bus to go home. And she was getting ready to hang up, and I said, hey, what are you about to do? And she said, I'm going home in the house. I'll call you when I get in.
That was the last time Jessica spoke to Joanna.
I didn't hear from her Sunday, and I didn't hear from her Monday. Tuesday morning, her brother and her cousins and them contacted me saying, hey, Joanne didn't show up for work Monday or today. Is she with you? Have you seen her?
Jessica went to the apartment. She says Joanna's 6 younger children were there with their father's teenage son.
I said, is Joanne here? He said, no. I said, do you know where she is? He said, no, she hasn't come back. And I said, well, where's Reese? And he said, Reese's not here either. And I said, whoa, Reese's not here either. I went around the corner to Sharice's school. I asked, was she in school Monday or Tuesday? They told me no. We just knew that Joanne didn't show up 2 days for work. Nobody knew at the time that Sharice was missing.
That's when she contacted the Baltimore police to file a missing persons report.
A 15-year-old girl not communicating with anyone is quite unusual.
None of it made sense to Joanna and Sharice's family.
Is there any chance that Joanna and her daughter left on their own?
No way. No way.
So by all accounts, according to family and friends, this is the last place where Joanna and Sharice Clark were seen on February 4th. This is where Joanna lived with her 7 children. According to family and friends, the last person who saw them that day was the father of 6 of Joanna's children.
Interesting. I see you, Artify. You need an appointment with her plastic surgery. He's so crazy. I love you, Arctic Fox. Um, so she goes on a date. She's living her life. Obviously, she's not with her baby daddy no more. But she got 6 kids by the same man. Kudos for her, girl. Okay? Kudos for her. That don't mean kudos for him. He might been feeling a certain way. You got all these kids by this woman, so you probably been with her for a hot minute. And now she done moved on. Now she moved on. Now what? I'm not saying I ain't saying he did anything, but I'm just saying allegedly. Could he have gotten some type of resentment, jealousy, rage? I wonder how was their relationship before. And then the daughter's missing. Did he come to the home and maybe the daughter said, "Oh, mommy's on a date, she's not home right now," and that flipped him off? This ain't good, baby.
And I asked him, where's my sister? When's the last time you seen her? And he told me it was that Saturday. Then I asked, well, where's Sharice? And he said, well, she left that day as well, hasn't came back. That's weird. They both haven't been around since Saturday, and you haven't talked to either of them, and he said no.
Her last cell phone, the cell phone towers around here binged between 11:15 and 11:30, February the 4th.
It's a strange case.
Investigators believe that Joanna and Sharice disappeared on the same day, hours apart.
We do believe foul play has occurred.
Does it appear they were targeted?
This is no coincidence that both of them went missing the same day.
Any lead?
It appears that whoever wanted to do something to him wanted to do something to both of them.
I don't think either of them ever left the house.
2 people just don't vanish from an apartment building and nobody sees or hears anything.
One of Joanna's neighbors, who agreed to be interviewed but asked that we not show his face, says late that night he did hear a strange noise that jolted him out of bed.
But it was an unusual noise, like somebody was being thumped on the floor, dragged down the steps or something. It's like boom, 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 boom. Then it paused. Then it said boom, boom. And then that's when I came to the door and listened, and I ain't hear nothing else. So I just let it go. And that was all I heard. That's what I told the police, too.
Now, almost a year later, Joanna and Sharice are still nowhere to be found, and her 6 younger children, who range in age from 3 to 11, have been placed in foster care.
They don't understand that Mommy and Reese are not here, and they don't understand why.
Frustrated at the lack of answers, family and friends are now sharing more about Joanna's personal life.
How was their relationship?
Not very good.
All this great love you had, and here you didn't call in that they were missing. You ain't doing none of the searches.
Coming up in part 2, I speak exclusively with Dennis Michael Queen, Joanna's ex-boyfriend and the father of her 6 younger children. Did you have anything to do with their disappearance?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Didn't you just ask me that? See, this is what I'm talking about.
Oh. Ooh. You see him? Check him out. So we already know he got anger issues. Hit it on the nose. Anger issues right there. We're gonna check the other part out too, because I want to see the other parts. I'm seeing all this now with y'all. So we see he got an anger problem. So, all right, so let's go back a little bit. The neighbor heard boom, 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 boom. So it sounds like whatever happened in that apartment, allegedly. But where were the other kids at? She had 6 other kids. And why is those kids in foster care? Why couldn't nobody take the kids? Because I believe the lady that's speaking, the older lady, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's the grandmother. And I understand that family financially stuff happens and they can't take the kid or personal issues, and those are 6 kids. But baby, I don't care if I got oodles and noodles in my house. Like, we all gonna eat. But I know it is hard financially. You talking to a person who ain't got an income, so I get it. But I'm just wondering, like, what happened with the other kids? Why? Well, we obviously know the other kids are in foster care, but why? Why couldn't, family? It's just sad that they are in foster care where you got family. Kind of, because I've been there, but I didn't know my family, and so I had to grow up in the system. But all the family I got all over down south, Memphis, Tennessee, Georgia, ain't nobody took me. So I just, it's just fucked up, man. All right, let's check out the other part though.
Hi, and say, hey, here I held together.
33-year-old Joanna.
Okay, let's get it. And let's see what else we got. This is sad, man. It's sad.
This is just, it's so indescribable.
For Margaret Tucker,
Life is a shambles, even though I'm maintaining.
the not knowing what happened to her daughter, Joanna Clark, and her granddaughter, Sharice, has left her angry, frustrated, and heartbroken.
There's no way they're just going to show up out of the sky and say, hey, here I am and I'm alive. It just ain't going to happen. I know it. But because we haven't found them, it kind of like keeps me held together.
33-year-old Joanna and 15-year-old Sharice, nicknamed Reese, vanished on the same day, February 4th, but at separate times. Joanna, who had gone out with a friend that night, is said to have returned to her apartment around 11:15. Sharice was last seen in the apartment that evening. Their disappearance is considered suspicious.
Two social people, everything stopping at one time.
Baltimore City Police suspect foul play, but there have been no arrests in connection with this case.
We're talking about foul play, and did somebody just do that good of a job for now? For now.
He was the last to see them alive.
Margaret is referring to Dennis Michael Queen, Joanna's ex-boyfriend and the father of her 6 younger children who are now in foster care. She says the couple was in a volatile relationship for nearly 13 years.
He would never let her go. She tried to get rid of him numerous times. He would break in, stalk her. He was going to her work.
According to court records, on September 5th, 2016, Joanna requested and was granted a temporary protective order against Dennis Queen. Joanna stated that he had threatened to kill her and refused to give her back her key to the apartment. Dennis Queen was ordered to stay away from Joanna, her home, and her job.
Once she got the restraining order, he did stay away for a while.
But family and friends say Joanna was overwhelmed with her full-time job at Getz's Candy Company and being a single mom to her 7 kids. So she asked the father of her 6 younger children for help.
With the restraining order in effect, she did allow him back into the home. This was another reason that he was allowed back in, because Sharice was missing so much time from school from helping her mother watch the other kids while she went to work.
But it wasn't long before she kicked him out again. And this time, family and friends say Joanna had finally had enough.
Okay, hold on. Whoa. Wow. All right. 13 years. 6 beautiful kids. And now she moved on. Because he was abusive. He was a monster. And I know about that. Domestic violence. So you know he was mad as hell when she got that restraining order. You know he was resentful. But she needed help with her kids. Her daughter started missing school and stuff. Trying to be and her daughter should not have been mommy, second mommy. No teenager should have to do that. It tears me apart when I hear that from parents. You know what I mean? It really tears me apart because no little girl should have to do that. But she did it. So my thing is, where was the best friend? Where was the mother's mother at, which is the daughter's grandmother? And where was the mother's brother? Because she has a brother. The daughter has an uncle. We seen him in part 1. So why couldn't none of these people help her, knowing that this mother effer was beating on her, abusing her? So for him not to come back in the picture and help her with these kids, why couldn't they step in and watch the kids while she go to work and do her thing and get her shit situated? Like, what's the problem? Why couldn't they spend a little hours? I mean, I'm not judging or anything, but I am asking because now you got a cold case. Because a mother didn't get help and she decided to have the monster come back and help her. And now for whatever reason, she booted him out again because I'm betting you he started his violence obsession bullcrap again. Then when she started dating, it was a wrap. Now you got a cold case hand, but now you got the best friend, right, which is the mother's best friend, and the mother's mother, which is the daughter's grandmother, coming out, and her brother speaking on it. Well, y'all could have just helped her. I mean, am I wrong for saying this? Put it in the comments. Let me know, because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm just trying to figure out, like, now y'all saying all these things, but nobody helped her. It's just fucked up, man. I'm sorry, but
Some inappropriate things that were said to Sharice.
It was a sexual comment. Sharice told my sister what was said.
Before she kicked him out again. And this time, family and friends say Joanna had finally had enough.
Some inappropriate things that were said to Sharice.
It was a sexual comment. Sharice told my sister what was said. That was the main reason why he was getting kicked out that weekend.
Oh.
A hearing to extend the protective order was set for February 8th.
That's when they showed up missing.
The protective order was dismissed and the case closed on March 1st.
My name is Clara Rivera.
I spoke exclusively with Dennis Queen to get his side of the story.
Just talking to family members on both sides.
He hasn't been named the suspect and hasn't been arrested or charged in this case. At first, he and his mother, Darcel Dupree, agreed to talk to me.
I need to ask you,
as long as we didn't show his face.
do you know anything at all as to what happened to them?
No, I don't. I really don't.
Were you in contact with Joanna and Sharice the day they disappeared?
Was I in contact? What you mean?
Yeah, like, did you see them? Was there anything that seemed out of the ordinary to you?
No, not on the. I didn't see Sharice on the day she disappeared. I seen Joanne that night. Or I mean, it wasn't even that night actually. It was during the weekend. No, it was the weekend. I don't know when they disappeared actually.
Who reported them missing?
Well, it was me and her best friend.
I filled out a missing persons report for the both of them.
The detectives don't know nothing. You got to know something.
What do you want to say to the person or people that know what happened to Joanna and Sharice Clark?
All I'm gonna say is don't let me find out who you are. That's it.
Did you have anything to do with their disappearance?
No, I didn't. Didn't you just ask me that? See, this is what I'm talking about.
Shortly after that exchange, Dennis Queen agreed to talk on camera.
Can you just clarify the whole situation with the restraining order that was in place?
The restraining order was false. There wasn't no issues between me and Joanne at all, you know, as far as no domestic violence, nothing like that.
You need to tell what you know. What did he do with my babies? Where are they?
I understand as a parent, she's concerned about her daughter, her granddaughter, you know, but she don't know what, you know, she don't know what's going on just like I don't. So I think she's just throwing anything out there because she think I am the last one to see them and communicate with them.
I asked Dennis again about the last time he saw Joanna and Sharice.
The last time I seen Joanne, there wasn't no communication. She came in the house, I was asleep. I heard her come in, I looked, and I went back to sleep, you know, in the living room on the floor.
Boom. He just said, didn't he just say, somebody please let me know in the comments, am I tripping? Didn't he just say he didn't see her? Or he saw her over the weekend? Or he don't know when she missing? Or I'm going to look at these. I'm going to have to go back after this and look at it again because it's 3 things that disturbed me. But I didn't want to stop it and then go back, and I didn't want to, you know, because of y'all. But yeah. Yeah.
She's just throwing anything out there because she think I am the last one to see them and communicate with them.
I asked Dennis again about the last time he saw Joanna and Sharice.
The last time I seen Joanne, there wasn't no communication. She came in the house, I was asleep. I heard her come in, I looked, and I went back to sleep.
Yeah.
You know, in the living room on the floor.
Right.
With
the last time you saw
Sharice was, Saturday evening.
You said you didn't
Saturday
see her.
evening.
When he woke up the next day, Dennis says both Joanna and Sharice were gone.
You didn't call in that they were missing. You ain't doing none of the searches.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to lie. No, I'm not. I'm not actively looking for her. I don't have a vehicle.
I don't have.
I can't just walk around the city assuming that I'm going to see them.
You're concerned that the accusations and all the fingers are pointing at you.
Well, I'm not concerned because I didn't do anything. You know, it's just I'm upset about it.
Then why won't you take the lie detector? Take the lie detector test. You're so tired.
Did you have anything to do with their disappearance?
No, I haven't. No, I don't have anything to do.
At all?
At all. At all. No, I don't.
As far as the investigation goes,
I think the detectives even investigating the case enough neither. I'm just angry. I don't think the outcome is going to be, you know, finding them. I don't think it's going to be good. You know, it's been too long.
Think somebody hurt them?
At this point, yes.
Is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah, let him keep talking.
How are your children doing?
Give me a second, please. I'm trying to hold them something.
You're trying to what?
I'm trying to keep from crying right now.
Oh no, you're trying to cry. You're trying to make yourself cry.
I love both of them to the bottom of my heart. You know, I would never harm neither one of them. Have a heart. Come forward. If you did something, if you know, if they harmed or not, just come forward. Speak up. You know, man up for what you did.
Dennis Queen says his main concern now is getting his kids back.
This has been my focus.
He and Joanna's mother
Yes. Oh, yes. 100%. I ain't quitting.
are fighting for custody.
Trying to get my kids back out of foster care.
Are they asking about mom, about their sister?
I don't want to get into that.
The more time that goes by without answers, the more difficult it gets for Joanna and Sharice's family and friends.
This is tearing a whole family apart, and it will continue to tear another 6 generations with 6 other kids that are still young, you know, that don't have their mother, don't have their sister.
But they say they will never give up.
I'm holding on to, as they say, a mother's hope and faith
and will continue searching for Joanna and Sharice until they come home, one way or another.
Wherever they are, whoever has them, whoever did something with them, they have a family who's waiting every day for a phone call. You know, we just want them home. Whatever way it is, we'll accept it as long as they're home so they can be at peace. Her children and her family can be at peace. If you know anything, just please think of her children. You know, if you don't think of anything else, think of her 6 babies who need the answers and who deserve this as well.
This really pissed me off, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for this really made me upset. It really, really made me upset. You know, as I'm listening to them, I'm thinking, you know what? This I don't know how long this could have been, so they probably got custody of the kids by now. You know what I'm saying? But why I hate when the state takes your kids instead of just giving the kids to the family. They usually give the kids to the family first. But then I'm thinking it is an active investigation case, maybe. And maybe they have to check out everybody in the family. I don't know how it goes. I don't know how it goes. But I hope and I pray that they do not give that monster them kids. I hope they are out of foster care too, Kathy B. I do too, girl. Me too, sis. As I'm sitting here and I'm watching and I'm listening, I'm thinking and I'm like, damn, I don't know how long it's been, but I hope they out of foster care by now. I'm gonna keep checking on this case though. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. This was really sad. This really messed me up because I'm like, damn, you know, he just gave me the creepy, treepy, eepy. He gave me the ooh, and he pissed me off because he was trying to make himself cry. You know what I'm saying? Like he was trying to make himself cry. And I was just like, ugh. There is a news case. Let's check out the news case with her. Hold on, let me see something. When it first happened.
Ranging in age from 2 to 15. Joanna and her oldest child, 15-year-old Sharice Nicole Clark, have both been missing since February 4th, but they were not reported missing until the 7th by a family friend. Both were last seen at their home in the 2800 block of Round Road in Cherry Hill.
Again, a bit odd for us is they're both missing at separate times at this point. On Friday, the 4th, we believe Sharice was last seen at around 3 p.m., and we believe Joanna was last seen around 11:15 p.m.
Sharice attends Dr. Carter G. Woodson Elementary Middle School, and Joanna works at the Getz Candy Company in East Baltimore. Police say both Joanna and her daughter were very active socially.
The daughter in particular was pretty active on social media. All of the communication ceases on the 4th of February, which again is of concern for us and our investigators.
Police say they have canvassed the neighborhood and handed out these flyers. They say it's highly out of character for the two of them to vanish the way they have.
This is something unusual that's never happened before. She's never left her children for an extended period of time. Neither one has ever gone missing for an extended period of time. And this has certainly raised our antennas and raised our suspicions as well.
Me too.
Now, police say that the children are safe and that they are with family. Reporting live, Lisa Robinson, WBAL TV 11 News.
Lisa.
But that video was when it first happened. So they was in foster care. They took them. This is messed up. You know, she been together with that man for 13 years allegedly. And she went through abuse, domestic violence, and she finally said enough is enough. I want to get out. I want to, I don't deserve this. But when she needed help with the kids, like I said, you know what I'm saying? He comes back in the picture, but then he gets fresh with her daughter. So when they said that part, I'm thinking, I wonder if her oldest daughter is not his daughter. I'm thinking the other kids are his. The other 5 kids are his. But the one that disappeared, the one that's missing, that might not be his. I don't know. Or is it? I don't know. But he did say so. He came with some sexual advantages to her, and that's what made the mother say, "You know what? You out of here now. You out of here." But was it his first time doing that? Because they've been together 13 years, and that girl, the youngest daughter is 15 years old. So if he did it then, God knows what happened before that. Allegedly, I'm just saying, I don't know. Um, it's just sad. And now he want to try to get them kids. Hell no. Hell no. What are you smoking crack? No way. This is really these cases. This is why I put these cases out here. For any other person that does crime and anything, if you want to do these cases, I think that's important because we need to let the family know that we don't forget. I'm gonna keep it on Brooklyn Squad because this is my channel. I don't forget. Bring these cases out there. It's on. I put them on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm really big on TikTok now over there. um, yeah, TikTok. Yeah, they rocking with me over there. So when I drop it here, it drops everywhere, not just YouTube. So I appreciate it if y'all share the videos also. You can also go on my playlist, and if you're looking for interviews with family members, all my stuff is labeled. So you could check that out as well. But I want to say, oh, I'm feeling nauseous. I want to say thank you everybody for coming by and checking out this video and caring enough to letting the families know that over here and on Arctic Fox True Crime, we care. We share. So thank you all. And please be careful. Watch your surroundings out there. You know, keep your eyes open. There's a lot of stuff going. I have another case that I'm looking at right now. It's similar to this case, but it's not a mother and daughter. But it's something similar like that. They're related. They're related. I'll be doing that tomorrow. Tomorrow's live. So I'm gonna get that together now. All right, guys. Everyone have a blessed night, and I will see you tomorrow. Check out, maybe I will be doing some uploads on other videos later. All right? All right, guys. Thank you for joining Brooklyn Squad Real Life Drama, Real Life Crimes. Bye-bye, yeah.